Let's see if that's making it.
Hello, and welcome to the Midwestern Geek in Cali podcast. I'm your host, Dan Stafford, podcasting from 42 Tardis Way in beautiful Temecula, California, which is summer's winter home. On this podcast, we'll talk about science, technology, science fiction, the paranormal, local entrepreneurship, regional entrepreneurship, occasionally politics, poetry, especially sci-fi poetry, and all other things geek. So get ready for the deep stuff, because we're about to take a dive into the cosmos.
All right. Cheesy as that was, it's a nice little throwback. So let's talk about it this evening. I have an interesting subject in mind. No rants this evening. First off, I want to say I've been recording this on this little Slim Tower desktop PC that I've had sitting around for a while. It's stuck with 4 gigabytes of RAM. I tried to upgrade it to 8 gig, but the RAM chip that I got it turned out to be bad, so I'm going to have to order another one to finish the upgrade. But I've been wanting to learn Linux for a while, and I figured this little PC was hanging around in a box collecting dust. I mean, 4 gigabytes of RAM in a Windows machine is pretty slim pickings for the system memory. So I figured I'd go ahead and back up the Windows image from this computer, because basically I had it like just a stock box with all the software I would run, for anybody. Basic productivity software, antivirus, office software, audio recording and CD burning and, Adobe Reader and, that kind of stuff. So I backed up the Windows system image on it, and then I put that in a portable hard drive and put it away, and then I wiped the thing and installed Linux Ubuntu 16.04.4 LTS meaning long-term stable release. And that's what I'm running on the machine. And it seems to be running just fine with 4 gig of RAM. I mean, occasionally it'll get a little bit slow and not too bad. And once I finally get it upgraded to 8 gig of RAM, it'll probably be pretty good. But it seems to run fine. It boots fairly quickly with Linux. And, it's been a little trouble here and there with a couple of drivers. Some drivers aren't exactly perfect in Linux because it's a small segment of the PC market. Excuse me a sec. But overall, I'm very happy with it, and I am recording my show on it. And I have been for a while now. It runs Google Chrome fine. It runs Firefox fine. It runs my webcam fine. I can even get it to run my printer, but it's a little odd about wanting to stop the printer dialog after the print job's finished, but otherwise it works. And I'm pretty happy with it overall, and it's nice, and I can learn all the Linux terminal commands and all that, but whatnot. And I'm sure many of you listening to this have either done this before or don't care. So, let's get on to a couple other things. Some of you may know I'm a member of Civil Air Patrol, Hemet Ryan Squadron 59. If you want to look up Civil Air Patrol in general, go take a visit to www.gocivilairpatrol.com, and you'll find out what it's all about. That's the national website. It is an official auxiliary to the U.S. Air Force, and I am an Air Force veteran, by the way. And what I do for them is basic IT work, computers, website stuff, whatever I can help out with. And they do some pretty good volunteer service work for our country. 95% of all search and rescue in civil aviation, when a civil aviation aircraft goes down or goes missing, then Civil Air Patrol are usually the ones out there looking for them. There's more to it than that by far, but that's one of the big ones. Yeah. So I was out at the squadron headquarters tonight, and I got about 4 PCs up, running, and on the network. Moved a cord to make it safe where it was crossing over the floor. Got like one of those rubber covers that goes over it, and set that all up, and just a bunch of little work that needed to be done out there. And so I did my volunteer duty for the evening. Things went good in school. I'm still studying for my CompTIA A+ cert. I expect to get that sometime this month. And also at the same time, I'm studying Test Out's PC Pro. So I should be getting that certification as well this month. And I'm in school at California Technical Academy, www.cta.edu, for Microsoft Certified Systems Administrator, which I figure to have done by somewhere around Christmas time. I'm hoping. I'm about a month early so far, and they had originally figured February of 19 for me to finish school, and as an estimate, and I'm hoping to beat that by 2 or 3 months. I'm hoping to be fully certified by Christmas. I hope. Cross my fingers, knock on wood. Give it the Vulcan peace sign, anything you can think of. And, that's where I'm at with all that. So, it's late at night. I have to do this, the show late at night. So if I'm a little low energy, it's because I've been busting it all day. Okay. Don't be surprised. And I try to keep those yawns under, but it's video. I can't get rid of it right now. I don't really have any video editing software, so you get the raw footage. Sorry. I'll work on it, but it's going to be a while. So I had this thought today, and I'm going to have to look up the links and put it in the show notes. But there have been some stories around. I think Stephen Hawking was one of them. He just recently passed away, which is sad news. But Stephen Hawking and a couple other people, and I want to say maybe Elon Musk also, are real concerned with artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI, and I will be referring to it as AI from here on. They're concerned that AI might be dangerous to humans as it gets further developed. Oh, sorry. I let my caffeine level get just way too low. That's it. I mean, it's like 12:37 in the morning. So, and I've been up all day and in school and at CAP and having all that good fun. But back to AI. All right. So there's concerns from a lot of people that AI may be dangerous. How's it going to have ethics? How's it going to have compassion or any of those kind of things? Now, slide over here, skid left for a minute. There's also been scientific theory that our universe may be a giant hologram. Sorry. It's really a rough one tonight. As in a huge, ginormous computer simulation. Quite a few scientists actually think that may be the case. So, I need to look up links for all this stuff for the show notes, www.midwesterngeekandcali.com. I'm running that on a blogger site right now, temporarily until I get funded for full-on unlimited hosting again. So if you go on the right sidebar of the blog, This will be episode 31. Episode 32. And on the right-hand side, you can find links to the episodes in ascending order or descending order on the over to the right there in the right sidebar. So look for episode 32 if you want to find any of the show notes. All right. So, scared of big AI. Might be dangerous to humans in civilization in general and might try to take over the universe once they get way smarter than us, on one hand. Universe is a giant hologram, think several scientists or many scientists. On the other hand, here's a big Dan what if. I thought of this today and it's just a curious thought, but what if this hologram universe that we're a part of, think we're the Matrix, right? What if this hologram universe that we're a part of is basically baby AI school? The point is that we're a giant simulation meant to teach baby AIs what it's like to be vulnerable organic life forms with frailties and emotions and ethics and morality and failings and faults and talents and skills and all that. What if all of our stuff in this universe is meant to, in that case, would God be an AI child? It's just a thought experiment. So don't go getting all religious like, oh, heresy stuff on me. It's like, I'm not trying to attack anybody's religion or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just thinking out loud. What if we're like a training ground for God? And even more so, if we're God's children, maybe we're baby AIs, and this is just like a little part of us that gets carried along when we grow up. So think on that. It's kind of deep. That's kind of what I'm wondering tonight. And on that note, I think I will call it a night. I'm pretty tired, but I wanted to throw that out there and see what people think. And thank you for listening, and happy Vulcan fingers to you from the Agent of 42, and good night.